As you've seen, in nature, every apex predator on Earth runs on 4 legs. Low center of gravity, speed, and bite force no upright body can match. That's just biology. That's not opinion. So when humanity built the last weapon against the kaiju, they picked the exact opposite. 2 legs, a high center of gravity, and knee joints exposed like a free hitbox. That's not a writing mistake. That's the price tag for 3 things a mechanical beast could never get. First, reach. Kaiju average anywhere from 200 to over 700 feet tall. A 4-legged mechanical beast is forced to hug the ground to hit top speed. But that means it has to duck under a kaiju's legs just to land a hit. That's a death sentence when one step from the kaiju ends the fight. Standing upright, a Jaeger can look a kaiju dead in the eye, throw a punch straight to the jaw, and stand tall enough to grab buildings, ships, and cranes, turning the whole city into a temporary weapons rack just to smack these things around. Which leads to the second price, weapons. A kaiju doesn't have hands. It can't hold a sword, it can't fire a plasma caster from its chest. Gypsy Danger once grabbed an entire cargo ship and swung it like a bat through Hong Kong. Cherno Alpha used pure industrial fists to crush a kaiju's skull. That's the kind of play only hands and an upright stance can pull off. A 4-legged mechanical beast might run faster, bite harder, but it will never pick up a ship, a crane, or a chainsword and use it as a weapon that easily. Third, and this is the real bottleneck, the drift itself. 2 pilots syncing their nervous systems, moving the machine with their own bodies. Arm controls arm, leg controls leg. That's the whole system. Nobody can drift a quadruped or a tail using human reflexes. You'd need to train pilots to move like animals from scratch, and the PPDC does not have that kind of time when a kaiju is punching through the breach every few months. Picture this, you put on a dog costume. Are you suddenly barking and running on all 4s like it's second nature? Exactly. But there's a deeper reason nobody talks about, the psychological risk. The drift is already dangerous when 2 human minds share memories and emotions. That's literally what broke Raleigh when Yancey's memories flooded his head mid-fight. Remember when Newton Geisler drifted directly with a kaiju brain? He almost stopped being human, started thinking like the thing itself. Now imagine forcing a pilot to drift deep enough to sync a quadruped's instincts, a predator's reflexes, and the non-human thought process of a mechanical beast. That's not memory bleed anymore. That's the risk of losing yourself completely in the middle of a life or death fight. And yes, the knee weakness is real. Titan Redeemer, a Category 5, got dropped by 1 shot to the joint. Mutavore exploited that exact same weak point on Cherno Alpha. That part isn't fan theory, that's canon. But that's a calculated trade-off, not a design flaw. These things weren't built to survive the longest like an animal would. They were built to be tools, mass-produced, repaired on assembly lines, and controlled by people who trust a machine more when it moves like them, thinks like them, and more importantly, doesn't threaten to steal their identity. So humanity didn't build Jaeger's humanoid because it was the strongest option physically. They built them humanoid because it's the only shape that gave them reach to match a kaiju. In other words, what they actually feared wasn't the kaiju being stronger than the Jaeger. It was themselves turning into a 4-legged monster that no longer knows friend from enemy. Comment, drift compatible, if you'd still pick a knee shot over losing your entire identity trying to pilot a kaiju-shaped machine.